Sorry. So thanks a lot for joining us today. I'm Manish Raj, co-founder, CEO of HomeBlis, and that's Pallavi, another co-founder and CEO of the business. So if you haven't realized, both of us are married to each other. So welcome to No Housework. Wouldn't that be a great dream to have? We are going to make it a reality. We are a home services subscription business where customers can customize, manage, and book multiple home services for themselves. So in 2004, Pallav and I, we decided to live the American dream. So no, we didn't get a dog. We decided to buy a new house. So it seemed like a fairy tale. We entered the house, but what happened was soon the house started getting dirtier. The grass started getting taller. The windows started looking darker and darker every day. And the weeds and pests started to show up. So we said, okay, we are working, both of us. We don't have too much time. Let's look for people who can solve problems for us. On average, a single family homeowner needs between 4 to 6 services like these, which are recurring in nature. And they spend between $500 and $700 each month. So this is where our journey to search for the right service provider started. We looked on Google, we talked to our friends, we went to Home Advisor, and there were 3 or 4 service providers which we thought were good. So each of them, they wanted to come home to give us an estimate. There was no online mechanism of looking at the price and booking it. They would come home, we would take off from work or do it in after hours. We spent close to 8 hours just finding the right vendor for one service. Once they started showing up, the service was kind of inconsistent. Sometimes they did a good job, sometimes they did not. Sometimes we needed to reschedule or they needed to reschedule. The communication was extremely spotty. The payment was also, okay, I only take cash, I only take check. We used to spend between 1 to 2 hours just managing these services, reviewing the services that they have done, making the payments, or scheduling, rescheduling. It turns out that 80% of the single family homeowners are not satisfied with at least one service provider. And mostly because it's inflexible payment, the communication is spotty, either it's a language barrier or the communication is not two-way. You can call and you can leave a message, but you don't know. It's like a black box. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it does not. It's inconvenient in the sense that this is still a third world industry. It has not been impacted by the latest technology. We talked to more than 50 different service providers in the DFW market. And the most important technology that they use is called QuickBooks, which I think was developed maybe 15 years ago. When we moved to Dallas around 1.5 years ago, we thought, okay, let's do a quick test before we really launch this business. Has this industry changed much? It had changed, but not in the ways that would have given me more confidence or given us more confidence. What we saw was there were lots of Ubers for everything. There were lots of crowdsourced marketplaces. They were amazing in terms of convenience, but what they didn't bring to the table was the quality and reliability that homeowners were looking for. The traditional service providers, they were good in one dimension, that their reliability and quality was pretty reasonable. Once in a while, they would have a lot of problems, or somebody like in case of Mr. Rush, his landscaper just quit. Now he has to look for another one. So those were the challenges that could happen during the season itself. So you would have to look for another one. But the biggest problem that the traditional players have is the inability to provide the right level of convenience that homeowners are looking for. This is where we come into play. We are a hybrid solution which can provide the right level of convenience through technology and a great service experience. The market for these services is huge. We just try to narrow it down to just 30 metropolitan statistical areas in the US, and this is close to $11 billion, 3.5 in cleaning, around $5 billion in landscaping. Pool is another $400 million, and a couple of $1 billion each in pest and filter change. Yeah, you got to do that every month or every 3 months. Otherwise, you'll have to make a quick trip to the doctor for the allergies. But this does not include the commercial, which is another huge opportunity for us. So what does this platform do? So this is driven by a location-based pricing and availability engine. What we have done is we have vertically integrated multiple different services like cleaning, landscaping, fertilization, etc., where the customers can book, schedule, manage, and pay for all these services in one place. So giving you an example of some of the screenshots, so this is the product that is going to release in the first week of January. What this does is gives you the capability to customize multiple services in one place. You can select if you want to do the blinds every time we come there. If you want us to do oven cleaning every time we come there, you can select those. You can also select the frequency. Is it weekly, bi-weekly, or every 3 weeks? You can manage the schedule for multiple services. You can decide that you want cleaners or cleaning technicians to come every Friday at 11 a.m., your landscaping person every Wednesday, or your pool person every Tuesday. You can customize your schedule, just one place. You can pay for all these services in one place. So no more looking for the check or looking for the cash. You can set up your payment method in one place, and all your services are taken care of in that one payment. But more importantly, you also know what services were delivered to your home and when, and any special instructions that the service technician wanted to put in or that you wanted the service technician to have. We have been in business for close to 18 months now. We started in around June of last year, and it's been a tough ride. I wouldn't say that it was easy. But now it seems like, okay, the worst might be over. So we started with around $1,500 in the first month. Last month we did close to $21,000. Just to give you an example of our unit economics, this is a sample customer who takes multiple services from us. She takes landscaping, fertilization, and cleaning. She pays monthly around $370. Our service cost is around $240. Our gross margin on this customer is around 34%. But this is not just one customer. Across hundreds of customers that we serve, we have maintained that profitability. Some of the other traction metrics are customer acquisition costs are extremely low. Our lifetime value is close to $2,700 versus a customer acquisition cost, which is less than 1/10 of our acquisition cost. But most important is the things that customers say about us. We are top-rated provider by HomeAdvisor, Thumbtack, Yelp, and Groupon, while maintaining the profitability and the right service. In fact, in McKinney area, HomeAdvisor recommends us to all the landscaping and cleaning customers that come to their site. In terms of our distribution growth, it's a mix of organic and inorganic. What we have figured out is national channels which can generate profitable trials for us. We are also focused on service expansion and asset expansion, which will help us grow as we build our business further. The team, as I talked about, Pallavi, who's the CEO, and myself, both of us are MBAs from Carnegie Mellon University. We have been homeowners for more than 10 years and have been in different projects, processes, teams in FedEx. What we are looking for is to raise $850,000, which will get our revenue run rate to more than $2 million in terms of annual, basically close to 200,000 monthly run rate by November of 2016. So why us? First of all, our customer lifetime value is more than 10 times higher than customer acquisition cost. The market is huge, around $11 billion. Our profitability is pretty attractive at 34%. And if you don't screw up the customer is going to stay with you for a long time. Thank you, and today you can really live that dream of going home to no housework. And as a thank you to all of you for coming over here today, we are giving a $25 HomeBlis gift card in a back at our booth. Thank you.